You ready to go flying? Let's go flying, all right?
Doing it big in the RG right now. The mission for the day is FXE, and from FXE, Zephyr Hills.
I was more than excited and happy when Martin invited me to fly with him and some friends up to Zephyr Hills, Florida.
500 feet.
But first, we had to stop for them in FXC. FXC is short for Fort Lauderdale Executive Airport. I was the first officer.
So it's 25.
Yeah, 25.
Okay.
I'm left up.
And flaps up.
Air 612 approved, runway 9 right clear for you. Alright, that's copy. Number 02 Romeo, contact Miami departure 128.6. Remain outside Perry's airspace until they give you authorization.
128.6 remaining out of Perry's airspace until authorization. 02 Romeo. 128.6. You said 119 a point.
Yeah, it changed 128.6.
This is what I use anyway. And Miami approach us 6012 Romeo.
Number 6012 Romeo, Miami departure, ident, say intention.
Identing, and we are just out of Opelika, like flight following to FXE, sir.
Cardinal 02 Romeo, radar contact 3 northeast of Opelika, and executive date is November, altimeter 3002. Fly directly over the top Fort Lauderdale International 2500.
Over the top 2500, 02 Romeo.
Not being familiar with this airplane, I struggled with the call signs.
4000.
954 Miami approach, expect right traffic for the ILS runway 10 left.
It's a beautiful morning for flying. We are flying after some fresh rain, so everything is shiny, and the reflection of the water on the ground you can see from here.
Bahamas 201, reduce speed to 210.
Reducing speed to 10, Bahamas 201.
It is always comforting to know that you're not in the skies by yourself, especially when the skies look like that.
Cardinal 02 Romeo, verify you have Lauderdale International in sight.
Inside 0102 Romeo.
Number 6102 Romeo, Miami approach, roger, maintain VFR at or above 2500.
If I out of about 2500.
Post JetBlue 954 is with you, 4 for 3000. JetBlue 954, Miami approach.
Above.
FXE is right there.
Yeah.
We can cut through.
Approach Bahamas 201, leveling 3000, heading 290.
There is always something comforting about hearing a woman's voice on the radio, especially when you're flying. I think most pilots appreciate that, like I do.
FXC Tower, good morning, November 6102, Raven with you, 2500 and descending.
Number 6102 Romeo, executive tower, enter right base, runway 8, clear to land.
Right base for 8 and clear to land, 02 Romeo.
Thunderstorms are forecast for the whole state of Florida, so we're going to be flying and stuff like this the whole trip.
Tower, Colbridge 23 is ready at runway 8. Colbridge 23, executive tower, landing traffic. Holding short, runway 8. Number 0 Alpha Alpha, contact Miami departure. Good morning.
Bruce,
Say that again.
Our arrival at Fort Lauderdale Executive was perfect timing. It had been raining previous to us getting here, and the runways are wet. Extra care is needed when touching down on a wet, slick runway. Martin did a great job. Now we just hope that our passengers are ready.
Number 02 Romeo, ground 121.75.
121.75. At executive ground, Cessna November 6102 Romeo's clear off 8. Large taxi to Banyan.
November 6102 Romeo, Fort Lauderdale, executive ground, taxi via Bravo to November.
Bravo to November.
I am still struggling with the call sign, and it's obvious. But we're here at Banyan Aviation and FXC. We want to make a quick turnaround, give a quick check on the weather, and grab our passengers and be out. After meeting up with our passengers, Martina and I got together discussing weather situations, weather scenarios, weight concerns that I had about the performance of the RG with the added weight in such conditions. But it was clear and obvious that we would have no problem as the RG screamed down the runway and screamed skyward. We did our weather check and weren't really going to have any weather issues on the way to Zephyr Hills. But thunderstorms were forecast in the South Florida area for this afternoon, and that is when we really had to be concerned about the weather. We wanted to avoid having any weather issues dealing with the forecast thunderstorms this afternoon. So getting to Zephyr Hills, getting the business done, getting back was top priority.
Number 02 Romeo, contact my departure.
Contact at Miami departure, 02 Romeo.
Ask for the frequency, you have it?
Huh?
You have the frequency?
Yeah, 119.7.
Yeah, 119.
391.
At Miami departure, Cessna November 6102 Romeo.
6102 Romeo, Miami, approach, radar contact, north of Executive, maintain VFR to below 3,000, and on course at your discretion. I've hired about 4 miles.
Maintaining VFR at or below 3,000 VFR, and you will let us know when we can in a minute.
In aviation, you have to deal with a lot of numbers. Struggling with your own aircraft call sign should not be one of the numbers you should be struggling with.
Number 02 Romeo, contact Miami Center 132.45.
Miami Center 13245.
Affirmative, 132.45 for Miami Center for 02 Romeo. So long.
Thank you.
If you need it.
And Miami Center, Cessna November 6102 Romeo, checking in with you, 5,500.
Number 6102 Romeo, Miami, Fort Myers, altimeter 3002.
3002, 02 Romeo.
I'm also the king of Oz. Do you realize how many times I say
Alright, that's Pahokee Airport down there. Yes, sir. I have horrible memories of the airport. That
What happened there?
for my training. Oh, man. I was supposed to, Anyway, I think I'll keep that secret. I just put it like this. I had a bad landing. The landing was ugly. And I avoided the landing.
Number 6102 Romeo, traffic 1 o'clock and about 3 miles opposite direction is a Coast Guard helicopter there, 500 feet below you.
02 Romeo has visual.
Roger.
Can y'all see him? Yeah. If he wanted to, he can swing right around and follow us. Nice to be flying that fast.
United 1294, cross Andro at a maintain 13,000.
Andro at 13,000, United 1294.
Newbury, Florida. Alright.
Miami, good morning. TR 545 Charlie at a flight level
We're at 5,500.
Goodbye.
545 Charlie, Miami, Roger.
Zephyr Hills, Florida. Nothing out here.
Clear rails, traffic, Cherokee 7620 Whiskey. Taxiing for runway 18, Zephyr Hills.
Zephyr traffic, Cessna 172 is turning final for 18, Zephyr Hill.
There's somebody falling from the sky, a skydiver. So we have to watch for him. We come down here to 18.
Okay, let me get down. We got freno abajo, sí.
There's somebody holding short in front of us. On 18.
Look for the taxiway. Zephyr get traffic, Cessna 172, short final 418, Zephyr here.
Zephyr traffic, experimental 216 Papa Hotel is about 4 miles to the northwest. We'll be entering a right base for 18, and we'll be number 2 on 18, Zephyr Hills.
I have to admit, I was a little nervous coming into Zephyr Hills. One, because it was my first time coming. Two, because it was an uncontrolled airport. And having skydivers diving at the same time that we were on final didn't help. But it was a great experience. We were here in Zephyr Hills to look at this baby. Our passengers were curious about seeing it and potentially trying to purchase it, which led to a day of negotiations to buy this beautiful airplane. And the negotiations went well. We were treated to a great lunch and all, but the negotiations took way longer than we expected. By now, thunderstorms had formed all along our route all the way back to South Florida. Martine was nervous, which made me nervous. We were ready to go. We were so ready to go, but we couldn't leave yet because now we had to test fly the airplane. I was the pilot to fly the airplane back to South Florida, so I had to go along with the previous owner, which was cool, and he was cool. He showed me the do's and the don'ts about flying this airplane. We got to sightsee. We saw the plant where they do the Zephyr Hill bottled water. We saw the countryside. It was beautiful out there. These pilots in the country get to do things we don't get to do in the city, which is incredible. But I really couldn't enjoy it because I was so concerned and nervous about the thunderstorms that were lining our route all the way back to South Florida. I was ready to go. No, I wasn't happy to still be on the ground an hour later, but the airplane had developed a flat in the left main gear and we had to get that fixed. In the process of getting that tire fixed, look what rolled in the background. Yes, thunderstorm started building over Zephyr Hills. Now I was really ready to go. It didn't look good. The radar had thunderstorm cells all over the state of Florida, but there were avenues that we could fly through without having to feel the effects of these thunderstorms and or fly into them. We'd get wet and bumped around and knocked around a bit, but we could get back safely. I was happy about that. Martine ended up leaving us behind, but it was okay. His airplane was way faster than ours, and there was no way that we were going to be able to catch him up. But the good thing about that was he gets to fly ahead of us to let us know what was going on, and we knew what to expect. We were going to communicate on 12347, and I was happy about that. By the time we got airborne, this is what it looked like. Martine was somewhere up ahead in that. I take great comfort in knowing that Martine is in front of us about 20 miles flying in this stuff too. But he says as you get further, it gets better, which is comforting. We were flying by the GPS doing an astonishing 86.3 knots. We got a strong headwind, and the rain is really coming down. We're at 1,600 feet, and it's actually smoother than I expected to be. That's Carlos, my co-pilot. He's an awesome helicopter pilot. He's doing a great job helping with the navigation and the radios, keeping us out of the MOAs and the restricted areas. We're actually having a great time up here. Like Martine had promised, by the time we were flying over Lake Okeechobee, headed towards the Pahokee Airport, the weather would be 110% better. By this time, he was nearing FXC, which is approximately 38 miles ahead of us, getting ready to land. We were still here trucking along over the lake, but it was great because me and Carlos was having a great time. Great conversation. He's a cool helicopter pilot. I was learning a lot from him. After delivering the 172 to the brand new owner at FXC, I got a quick tour of the toys that Carlos gets to fly. Look at this beautiful, huge 500 behind me. Yeah, I know my shirt is almost matching, but that's another story in itself. But anyway, couldn't play with that for too long. It was time to meet back up with Martine, jump back into RG for the quick hop back over to OPF. It was time to go home. We had a long day. I said it was going to be quick. Thank you for watching.